I've been looking forward to this video for a long time. She looks annoyed already. This is do this, not that in Hawaii. We don't know how many we'll come up with. We'll give it a shot. All right, let's do this. Hi, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Erica.
And this is the Hawaii Vacation Guide. We include tips to keep you safe in the ocean, keeping marine life protected, and how to travel respectively to the islands. Because hey, you want to come to Hawaii and you want to do it right. Hence you're watching this video. You should watch this whole channel, to be quite honest.
Read all 300 articles on our website.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of time.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I say binge watch YouTube, and it's like Netflix. It's a little easier for people.
Just read
More
it.
enjoyable.
Just read it.
Okay.
So some of these are going to be Hawaii specific and some of them will be island specific, right?
Good point, yeah. Yep.
So we're starting off with an island specific one.
Number one, do Road to Hana with a guide. Hit it up with a local guide. Don't try to do it yourself.
Yes.
I mean, we do it ourselves all the time. It's fun, but boy, it's a lot more fun when you do it with a guide.
It adds so much more to the experience, right? You get to talk with them, they tell you stories, they point out things that you might miss. You don't have to worry about parking, you don't have to worry about trespassing, you don't have to worry about pulling over to take pictures and all those things. They got you covered.
Do it with a guide. Number two, do a cultural experience while you're here. Don't leave the islands without learning about Hawaii and the great history of Hawaii.
Yeah.
A lot of people put on their bucket list to do a luau. And luau's are great, don't get me wrong. They're a good way to learn. The MCs, the performers, the dancers.
Spectacular.
The stories they tell are phenomenal, but there's a lot of other cultural things you can do. From like visiting a museum on Oahu, to do an outrigger canoe ride, to just having a local guide tell you about the place you grew up on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool things you can do, so hit up a great cultural experience while you're here.
Plus, that gives you so many amazing stories to take home. So rather than, well, I sat on the beach for 7 days, you can be like, oh,
I learned this.
I learned this, and I went here, and this was amazing.
Okay, we just learned this on a snorkel trip. I didn't know this. Honu, or Hawaiian green sea turtle, you can tell the difference between a male and a female. The females have shorter tails, the males have longer tails.
Yeah.
So you can spot and be like, oh, that's a girl out there. Then you know that.
You will be the most fun person at cocktail parties.
There you go.
Do have shave ice. Don't just have ice cream.
And don't call it shaved ice. Shave ice is a delicacy here. You've had a lot of really good ones, so make sure you make room for shave ice. The next one, wear an aloha shirt, not a Hawaiian shirt. They're actually called aloha shirts. Is this an aloha shirt? It is not, because it's not a button-up shirt. And it doesn't have a pocket on it either. I have a little short on aloha shirts, but anyways, they're called aloha shirts, not Hawaiian shirts.
Do try to go night snorkeling with manta rays on the Big Island only. Don't plan a trip to one of the other islands expecting to go night snorkeling with manta rays.
The only place you can go manta ray night snorkeling is on the Big Island.
Yeah.
We won't go into Hawaii, but that's where you book it, especially on the west side of Hawaii, West Hawaii.
So if that is the one thing you want to do when you visit Hawaii, don't book a trip to Oahu.
There you go. Do go whale watching. You gotta do it. But don't go whale watching outside of the humpback migration period. A lot of people think, oh, I'm coming in June, I wanna go whale watching. The whales only come from about mid-December to late March, sometimes early April.
Yeah.
So that is the humpback whale migration. They come down from Alaska to have a nice, lovely vacation in Hawaii. And our favorite place to go whale watching is Maui.
Okay.
Some wonderful places to go in Maui. Check the link down below. We got so many links to all this stuff down below. Just check it out. It's a whole smorgasbord of just information resources for you. Enjoy. Another one, do book tours and activities before you arrive. Don't do it while you're here.
We love being spontaneous. We actually don't like having schedules, but if you are trying to get on a popular tour, you want to book in advance.
If you want the date and time you want, book like a couple weeks in advance, a month in advance. The busiest season here in Hawaii is the summer season and the holiday season. So if you're coming during those times, book well in advance. The next one, we like Waikiki.
I love Waikiki.
I say do Waikiki, go visit Waikiki, stay in Waikiki, but make sure you leave Waikiki.
Yeah.
Do not try to stay in Waikiki the whole time. There is so much of Oahu to check out, from Honolulu to Diamond Head to the North Shore to even Kolina. There's a lot of cool things to check out, Pearl Harbor. So make sure you get out of Waikiki. We say escape from Waikiki. Do go hiking,
Yeah.
do not trespass.
Fair.
All right, sounds obvious, but there's so many good trails, even trails that people brag about online or on Instagram. They say, oh my gosh, I want to hike to this great waterfall. A lot of them are illegal.
Yeah.
They're either on somebody else's property or they're just closed for safety reasons. So make sure if you check out some amazing hikes, make sure that you're not walking past closed trail signs
Yeah.
or like do not enter signs. Respect those local areas.
This is pretty easy. You will see signs that say, do not go past here.
But you might see 10 people walk past the sign. That doesn't mean you have to also.
Do see Hawaiian green sea turtles, or PONO. You definitely want to see them while you're out here. But, ooh, they're a protected species, so don't get more than 10 feet close to them.
In the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stay at least 10 feet away from them.
On land, it's 30 feet, and do not try to touch them. I mean, you can't touch them if you're more than 10 feet away, right? Seems obvious, but they're endangered. Thanks so much.
They're threatened.
They're threatened. Thank you. They're federally protected.
They're protected.
Yeah, NOAA will get you.
So, when to visit. Do research the best time to visit for what you want to do. Don't just pick a date on the calendar in a whims. If you are prioritizing no rain, lots of sun, do plan a trip in the summer. If you are prioritizing seeing whales, do plan a trip in the winter.
There you go.
There you go.
The winter is the rainier season, especially on the windward side, but even on the leeward side of the island too, you can get a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a fun one. All right, do read the PONO Pledge. We'll link to it down below. This is big on the Big Island. Don't not read the PONO Pledge. I don't know what to say. The PONO Pledge is this thing. It like calls out little cultural things like do not stack rocks. Do not take lava rocks with you home. You know, don't try to take those risky Instagrammable pictures.
Yeah.
It's a fun little thing, but teaches, it's a simple way to learn how to respectfully visit the islands, like cultural things.
Yeah.
That's why it's so helpful. Because we all know how to visit and be good tourists, but in Hawaii, there's some things you just wanna do right. Exactly.
Plus, it's just very interesting.
Very interesting stuff they put in there. Yeah, it's really big on the Big Islands, but spreading to the other islands too. Man, how many are we up to? I got no idea.
I don't know.
All right, the next one. Do rent a car when you visit. Don't rely on public transport.
Yeah.
This might get a lot of comments down below. We know a lot of people, especially going to Oahu, you can get around pretty well on public transport or the Waikiki trolley. Don't get us wrong. But if you really want like an adventurous trip and go check out a lot of stuff, a rental car is just more cost effective and efficient to do. Now, if you want like a beach vacation, which is like a couple days out and about, then just rent a car for those days out.
Yeah.
Right? So I hope that helps count with your rental car question.
Do go stargazing on the Big Island because that is very special.
Epic.
Yeah. But don't go when there is a full moon.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
This is too bright out there too. Make sure you book with a tour too that will give you a refund or rebook the trip if it's a cloudy night or if the weather expects to be bad. That's a good example of booking a tour early in your trip. So in case the plan changes, you can rebook for later in your trip. There you go. Stargazing, it's epic. Talking about tours, we don't say you have to do a tour, but like stargazing, manta ray night snorkeling, do visit the Napali coast when you visit Kauai. Helicopter, airplane, hike, take a snorkel tour, sunset cruise, get out there. It's actually amazing. Don't go by boat if you get easily seasick.
Yeah.
Because it does get rough out there, especially during those winter months. A lot of people are fine, a lot aren't, but it's an amazing place to see that Napali coast. The views are spectacular. You won't regret it.
Do buy our itinerary.
Oh, there you go. A little self-promotion for you right now. Don't think you can do a great trip to the islands without our itinerary. I'm just joking. You probably can. You can do a great job planning it, but our itineraries will plan the trip out for you. You'll know all of our favorite sites, our favorite things to do. They'll be planned out, no backtracking, great restaurants, great local food, local companies. You're gonna love our itineraries. Check them out. Click the link down in the description below, or they're at the HawaiiVacationGuide.com/itineraries.
This last one, it is a big one. It is mind-blowing.
Huge.
Do plan a trip to Hawaii. Don't not.
Go somewhere else. I won't name other places that are tropical in America. But yeah, do Hawaii. You're gonna love it. You're gonna have a great time, especially with these tips. You're gonna have a great time. I don't know how many we came up with. I think that was about 53.
Probably.
I was keeping track in my head. At least 54 and a half.
Nobody's watching this video anymore.
No, I know. They've all
Comment
tuned
if you
out.
are watching this video because
we appreciate it very much. I know my mom's watching. My mom watches to the end. She says that. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out our itineraries at the link down below or at the HawaiiVacationGuide.com/itineraries because we're just full of great information and fun facts, and we just know how to have a good time in Hawaii. We hope this helped a lot. Have a wonderful trip to Hawaii.
you know what? Our other videos help more, so watch those.